All right, it is live. It is Tuesday. It is April 25th. It is The Rundown. It is brought to you by Movement Watches, mvmtwatches.com/rundown. It is 15% off with free shipping, free returns. Movement Watches start $95. At a department store, you'd pay close to $400 to $500. These watches redefine the industry. They look great. I think everyone here at Barstool has them. Basically, when we're wearing watches,
they got
to
shades
go out.
now too. They got nice.
They got glasses
sunglasses
now too.
Yep. Oh yeah.
They sent you those?
They're on the way.
Very interesting. I wouldn't mind getting a pair. I'm always in the sunglass game.
Mm-hmm.
So Movement Watches, again, 15% off, free shipping, free returns. I guess they got glasses too. I'd like to know that. I would have liked to know that. Are they the same deal? Like
I actually don't. I didn't look into
price
it.
points?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure it'll be the same thing, high quality at an affordable price.
Wow, what a pitch. So Movement Watches, do it, buy it, click on the link. Into the rundown today, we have Nate filling in for Big Cat, who generally gets filled in by Riggs, who generally gets filled in by Trent. So welcome, Nate.
Thank you.
We'll start with our boy Logan Couture. Is that how they Couture? Is that how they say it in the hockey world? Just what was that? Selfie? Who took that picture?
I think he took it.
He took it. Just a face full of garbage, basically.
Just a hockey guy.
Teeth missing everywhere.
Face full of garbage. Just fucked up.
He played. I saw in the playoffs. He tried to. So he broke his teeth. He took a puck off the face, and then he tried to play with a cage, and then he couldn't do that. The mask, so he took it off. Here's my thing on this. First of all, another year with Couture not winning the cup. Another year that I got to wait to cash in on my bet. For those who don't know, probably like 5 years ago, we bet on a meaningless Red Sox Blue Jays regular season series, and if I won, I would get to spend the day with him when he finally gets a cup. I'm beginning to think that day will never come, whatever. Instead, he's got a messed up face, no teeth. That's not the point of this blog, this rundown, this topic. Hockey guys. And I like Logan, nice enough guy. He's been in here watching the games with us. Why don't they wear masks? Why don't they wear cages? Why don't they wear the full? I get hockey players are tough. Nobody loves saying hockey players are tough more than hockey players. Hockey fans, the spitting chicklets crowd, and they're like, this is great. He's spitting chicklets. Like, spitting chicklets is actually like, hockey. Look at him. He lost all his teeth.
It's like a badge of honor, yeah.
Right. These guys are the stupidest people in the world. You can wear a full clear mask or a cage, which you wear growing up, and you keep your fucking teeth. It's so stupid. I know they want to be badge of honor. Like, there's no glory in getting shot in combat. Like, they're like.
Shout out to Chaps.
Like, chaps, go below the window. Don't go above the window. Like, there is no glory in it. I don't care what anybody says. If I would, and I bet it's peer pressure.
Yeah, I think it's definitely.
If I was in the NHL, full cage. You want to fight me? Cage is on.
You
Punch
have
me in
to
the
wear
cage.
the visor now. Like the kids coming up, they have to wear a visor, but you don't have to wear the
Yeah,
full
but
cage.
yeah, I know, but that doesn't. The visor doesn't protect your teeth.
Yeah,
I'm with you. I would rather keep my teeth, but I'm trying to think of a situation like to put it in like baseball terms or something you relate to more, where it's like if you play your whole life a certain way and then you have to wear.
But
it.
wearing a helmet, like
They
wearing a
don't.
helmet
in college,
in the
they
field.
wear the full cage.
It would be like wearing those big helmets in the field, like in
No, it
baseball.
isn't.
Like you can do it. You just
Those
look
guys wear it
stupid.
after they got like fucking brain damage.
Right. So it's the same kind of thing. You can do it. It's just like,
Yeah, like
why
so,
would
so
you do it?
eventually, I feel like Major League Baseball will probably like make everybody wear those.
I don't think so.
The huge helmets?
Yeah, I think eventually that they'll make people like if there's enough injuries or things that happen. And as a baseball guy, if you were just used to wearing like your cap in the field or you're wearing a
But
normal
these guys,
helmet,
you
wait.
grow up wearing like if you
Full
watch
cage.
it, yeah.
Also, you can't see as well. Like when you have like the full cage around you, you're looking through the little like
Wrong. That's
bars.
totally-
you lose
totally-
like you lose.
totally-
Nah,
totally-
you lose peripheral. You lose
He
peripheral.
is a hockey guy. He plays in the
Totally.
roller hockey league.
Thank you,
so-
Kevin.
Totally false.
Thank you.
That's
You know,
just
I'm gonna
not
have to
true.
defer to him on
That
this
is
one.
not. That's just not true. Do we have? Is Feidelberg here?
I think so.
He's got the headphones in. What's
does-
happening? He's not here. He's not
I think
here.
he's in the bathroom. I think I just saw him walk by.
He's
YP,
definitely here.
he's a hockey guy.
Is he?
Cage or no cage?
Well, no. Well, cage or no cage, you can absolutely see as good as you can see.
No.
You can see a little bit less, but not enough to discern getting your face smashed
It's
every
more
single
freeing
time.
though.
He's
you
right.
can see the ice. It's more freeing.
No,
like,
it is
It's a soft. The only reason people don't is because it's like soft and you're like a
Yeah.
pussy if you wear it.
Right. But why? When did this start? At what point will these guys be like, I'd rather not take a fucking puck in the face. And by the way,
that must hurt so
is
fucking much.
Couture, like, he's sitting there like, look at me, I'm so tough, I'm such a hardo, look at my face, I look like an asshole. At any level, he's like, damn, I wish I was wearing a cage.
He gets new teeth now, so does it really matter?
Oh, it matters. Like, I had two, it's just you'd rather not, like,
Have a
that
face
didn't
full
look
of garbage.
comfortable.
You have to say that you like that. Like they're like,
Yeah,
oh,
it's
look,
part of being a hockey player.
part of being the game.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's so stupid.
As the preeminent like voice of hockey, as the chief of Barstool, I'm telling these guys, go
Stop.
cage. You're not proving anything. Your balls aren't bigger because you got your face mashed in with a puck. This is one of my things. This is one of my tangents. Wear the fucking cage. And I could understand maybe on the NHL side for a second if it's like we want guys to see their faces, but you can wear the clear, can't you?
Yeah, the visor, but
Not, Nate,
like you're
keep
saying,
saying
a
the
full,
visor.
You're
I'm-
saying a full thing, like,
Fishbowl, like a mask.
oh, that's so ugly though. Yeah,
But-
I guess you could theoretically. Yeah,
But they wear it in college.
yeah, you can. Yeah, I don't know. Does anybody in the NHL even wear that right now?
You can't.
Yeah.
Unless you're hurt, you're not allowed to.
Oh, I didn't
That's
even know
really
that.
weird. It's not even allowed.
It's crazy.
If you wanted to just be like, I want to protect my face right now, they would say no.
Yeah, you can.
Is that
That's
true?
crazy.
That's
They say
crazy.
the argument is that if you're hitting with the cage
Oh,
on,
it's like you can-
if I hit you
You're
and you don't
more
have
protected.
anything, it'll
Yeah.
fuck your face up, and I'm not afraid of getting hit in the face.
It is so stupid. All right, that's just my rant.
That actually kind of makes sense, though.
No, well,
It should just be
everybody.
uniform.
If I was the player, I'd be like, let's all get together and say we're wearing full masks because we like our faces.
Yeah,
It's
but then you'd be a
fucking-
pussy,
I mean,
bro.
they just
I know.
switched the
You'd be a
helmets
big
like 20
pussy.
years ago, like before
I mean,
that.
yeah,
so
20 years ago.
we need like a
just,
yeah, we need
let's-
like
I
a
know,
little
like,
bit more
wasn't
time.
McTavish like the
Yeah.
last guy to skid around without a helmet? Dirty jeans. I was hoping Feidelberg was actually. I don't know where he ducked out to, but so I guess Nordstrom's. I think it's Nordstrom's is selling pre-muddied jeans for $400 and something.
$425.
$425 comes pre-muddy. So it looks like you've just been working a dirty job. Looks like you've been in the mud. Who has them first on our side, Lewis or Feidelberg? That's going to be a race to the department store.
I asked Feidelberg so I can give his take for him. I said, are you going to get these stupid fucking jeans? And his response was, I hope I don't have to.
Right.
But if those become hot in the streets, he was like, I'm a slave to the game. I will have to buy them. Which I almost, that level of commitment to the dumb fashion game, I have to tip my cap to.
That's got to be like a sneaky, huge rivalry, right?
Lewis
and Feidelberg.
They go together.
I think that it's like
yeah, they do shopping trips.
right, and they
Yeah.
they will like help each other out with their outfits and
Right.
stuff. It's like a symbiotic thing.
Yeah.
That's pretty gross. What do you think of the dirty jeans?
As a guy who owns 2 pairs of pants, I don't really know much to say about pre-muddy.
You literally have
jeans.
2 pairs of
I have
pants?
the brown ones, which are like my keynote pants, and then I have the blue ones that I rotate in.
What a keynote pants. Those are big game, like when you have an important
No,
shit.
these are like
No, it's
my
like a standard. It's
yeah,
just
this
like
is
his
my
everyday.
standard. Like
Oh,
you
keynote
see.
shouldn't be.
No.
Keynote should be like
Oh, did I
big
did
game
I-
pants.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I fucked that up. No, so
Yeah.
the blue
So
ones
what-
are my big game, like go out on weekends, and the brown ones are like you wear those Monday to Friday in the office.
The
and
blue
literally
ones
Monday
are
to
they're
Friday.
the same thing like that, but blue.
No, they're a little different material, but they're pants to me. So
Keynote pants.
I'm looking for a third pair, and I don't think they're going to be the muddies.
Feidelberg
We're talking
just
jeans.
came out of the bathroom.
Dude,
Good
I
poop.
was fucking walking in there and I was like, I'm gonna get caught shitting today. I could just feel it.
It was long enough. It
I
was
knew
long
it
enough
was,
that we
I
knew you
knew it
were
was
shitting too.
fucking coming.
These muddy jeans, you in or out?
I'm out unless they become hot, in which case I become in.
That's what he said. Also, he answered this too. I asked whether you and Lewis are like rivals with like who can one up each other with like your look. He said you guys are like teammates, that you like shop together.
True.
And, like pick out outfits together. By the way, anytime you start saying picking out outfits together, it's like you're going down a dangerous path. In terms
Those
of
ones
being,
weren't
like,
my
a
words.
man.
I wouldn't say we pick out outfits together. We went shopping on a Saturday once. It was little Saturdays with the boys.
Would you say you consult each other
Yeah.
on outfits?
Yes.
That's picking out
There's some consultation.
That's picking out outfits.
Only for big occasions, like for like a Saturday. Like Lou had to go to like some Saturday gala with Glennie. And he's like, is this jacket hot? Yeah, it's a hot jacket.
How many pairs of pants do you own?
Oh yeah.
I don't. I
Like
don't know.
in
How,
the
wait,
in
no,
the
no, even better. How many do you think Nate owns? How many pairs?
Oh, I know, because he just complained to me that he has 2 and he wants me. Nate wants to consult me on for outfits. Nate wants to give
I
me
wanna give him a
well,
budget.
well, just for the record, those are his keynote. pants.
Keynote.
He described those as keynote.
like you see me in the brown pants, you know it's like a work day. You see
brown
me
pants,
in
the
the blue
brown- the
ones,
brown
you know,
sweatshirt.
oh maybe he's
Oh, I
going
got
to
like
dinner.
a date now.
You
Yeah.
look like doo-doo.
Like what? Oh, I'm on brown today. I noticed it on the subway, and I was like,
How do you notice
No,
it
no,
on
no.
the subway? Like
No,
you don't
no,
look
no.
in the mirror before you walk out
You
the
noticed.
Oh,
You
do
knew
I
that
look in
well
the
ahead of the
mirror
so.
on the way out?
You knew that walking out of the door. You
On
were
the
like, I'm gonna be brown on brown today.
I grabbed my
And
hoodie
by
and I
the way,
walked out.
those shoes are like
The greens.
murky.
Thank you.
green,
You
like-
know,
These
he,
are,
he put those on. I had them over under my
Oh, yeah,
desk
these
for a
are
while.
yours.
He came over one
Very
day. He
good
came
story.
over. He's like, I have a confession to make. This weekend I wore your shoes and put them back in the box so you wouldn't know. And I was like, all right,
You
that's
can have
cool.
them.
And then he
What
walks
a,
away.
What a spider monkey movie.
No,
When
yeah,
he walks
so-
away, he comes back and goes, so can I have them?
Yeah. So
What do you mean?
I guess
you
Nate
wore
has
shoes?
shoes.
no, it's
What size foot do
Nate,
you
wore
have?
out of here?
Nate, that is such a fucking
Didn't
wild
you take
move.
somebody else's shoes
I wore-
too? You had no. Someone gave you those gross shoes.
yeah. He or Kayla gave me shoes because he said
The
they were
North
too
Carolina
ugly.
ones.
Yeah, they were too ugly. But no, I wore rain boots to the office, and then it stopped
Rain
raining.
boots?
And then it stopped raining, so
How do you
I
have rain boots and only 2 pair of pants.
I didn't have any shoes here, and I went out straight from the office, so I needed normal shoes to wear because I didn't want to clunk around in rain boots. So I saw he had a pair of New Balances under his desk, and they fit me well, and so I wore them. And then I came back the next day, and I put them back in the box. And then I was like, I kind of want to keep them now because he's not going to wear them, and so I kept them, or I asked
I don't
him.
hate it, but I didn't
We have
notice,
so many pairs of shoes floating
I
around.
didn't notice the rain boots. I would have loved to seen your rain boots. Just,
I wear rain boots.
I want to
when it
see the
rains.
rain
Galoshes
boots
type
with the
shit.
big game pants. And I want to see Nate
Keynote.
at his finest. Keynote pants.
My keynote pants, please.
We got a 101-year-old lady running
her.
a 100-yard dash.
her.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
She won because she was the only one in the race.
Sure.
I don't think I've ever hated somebody more than this. This is.
I'd fuck her, but well. Go on, sorry.
You're such a spider monkey. I love it, Nate. That was so like out of left field.
You
but
think?
So like
think?
sneaky perfect for the Nate dog.
I mean, do
those-
we even do the rest of the topic here, or do we just leave it at that?
No, let's just move on. He'd fuck her.
Sorry.
Nate's on the record as fucking this 101
Nate's
year
got
lady.
the freaks.
She's hot.
And sticking now, you kind of segued into this thing, this blowjob doll that is obviously Japanese. They watch a YouTube video. It's fucking wild. They spend half the time talking about how if you dress her in certain clothes, you'll think she's a real human and all this, that.
Hiding in plain sight, disguised as a cushion and model robot warrior, it's designed to be assembled in seconds. All it takes is a folded blanket over the body, along with an outer clothing garment of your choice to create a model so realistic it will feel like another human in the room with you.
Nate, you're probably the most likely candidate for this in the
To
office.
buy a blowjob doll?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't buy a blowjob doll.
If it was given to you, would you?
I think
If you
most-
out with
saw
it.
it under somebody's desk, would
So-
you borrow it?
if it was under Fight's desk. I think we're entering into a close time where it'll become more normal to have blowjob type dolls. Like it's more like the kind of like we're living in the future now, where it's becoming acceptable to own a blowjob doll. So it won't be such like
Sounds like a guy who would buy a blowjob doll.
I just think
the
it's
way that you're
becoming
talking
more
about this.
Like,
Like,
what
no,
was
I'd never do it, but
Like
it's becoming
the
really acceptable.
episode of Black Mirror when she like buys her dead
What?
husband in
Black
doll
Mirror?
form.
No.
Like it's kind of like that. That's all coming in the
I
future.
think-
It'll become acceptable.
Why wouldn't you buy it?
Within 20, I still find it like
The
just
stigma.
like kind of weird right now to have
One day, long
But
from now, there will be no stigma about
Right.
this. Right now, there's still
You
too
don't
much
seem
stigma.
like a stigma
It's
guy,
like
Nate.
I'm a stigma. I think everybody's a stigma guy.
You know what? You vacillate between like a stigma guy into like the weird, like you just
Spider
like,
Monkey and
like
Eric.
You're wearing other people's shoes around the office.
I
and putting them
needed
back in
shoes.
boxes. That's
They
by
match-
the way, that's
they-
a stigma.
They match
like you
the
shouldn't
brown
wear
pants,
other people's
the
shoes and
keynote
put them back
pants.
in the box.
Oh,
And
absolutely
not tell the other person you
But
did it.
also, I knew John would never wear them. So
Yeah, well, I mean, whatever.
friends helping friends.
My thing about the blowjob doll is they made it sound like so much like putting clothes on her and like you can go. By the way, the commentary, like you can go to
hair
a
and
punishing
shit?
speed, like 100. It's like relax. But if you're gonna have to use that much imagination, like then what's the difference between just a good old fashioned like jerk off, really?
I mean, if I don't, I'm assuming that like the head piece feels better than jerking off.
I guess I'm.
That's what I'm assuming.
Yeah.
If that's not the case, yes.
I used
it's
to.
better to
They
just
used,
crack
I used
off,
to get
but-
all those. I wrote a blog about Tenga back, like again. I think before when I was doing this myself, that was an auto blow thing that I used to get those all the time. Tried.
I would imagine the technology has
advanced.
advanced.
That's a little too advanced.
That is, I mean, it was like a
I guess
heavy
my point
stainless
is-
steel
my point-
fucking
my-
robot.
My point
This
is,
needs
like,
to be a
why
little
do you
more-
even have to dress the thing up? You're gonna close your eyes.
I was gonna say that's my thing. Put the hair in the ponytail and put like the winter coat on it and the blankets on it.
A little
Just close your
extreme.
eyes. Let the robot blow you.
Extreme.
secret advice.
Balls blender chick. She's going nuts on viral right now. So it's a girl.
Going nuts.
I had to like read this for a little bit. So I guess
It's not intended.
she uses, no pun intended, but intended, yeah. So she used her boyfriend's nuts as like, is a blender a thing
Just
for
to
girls?
spread
Like
their
a
makeup.
to put makeup on her face. She just used the dude's balls. And people are going viral. Some people are saying it's great because you're so comfortable with your boyfriend. Other people are like, it's, I guess, I don't know what, I mean, you want to be kind of a slut, that's fine. I mean, do they have sex after this, you think?
Like right after this?
there? No. She puts on her makeup and they go to dinner. But like,
What do you mean?
I feel like once the nuts are on your face, it's probably going to go down.
I think so.
That would be
No.
my assumption.
They're
You think
just-
they're going to go to dinner?
yeah, I think they're just going to dinner. It's like a bit they do together. And then one time she filmed it and then like they didn't expect anything to come out of it. Like literally, I think that's like a normal thing that they do based on how I read it. And then like now it's blowing up. Like, but they don't do that as foreplay. Like that's just like
You think they do that? It's
as
like,
a bit. They do it as like a
No.
funny bit between the two of them.
What?
Yeah, she was like, should I, like, do you dare me kind of, like, poll yes, poll no. So I don't,
She posted on her Instagram, yeah. I think, I tend to agree with Kevin. I'd like to think anytime balls are touching a chick's face, there's intercourse is happening like pretty soon after.
you'd hope,
they
because
did it-
otherwise that's a weird couple, man.
Clearly,
I don't
like, yes,
think,
they're fucking
I don't
weird.
like when you're that comfortable, too. Like, let's make a funny video
But,
with
like,
my balls in your
yeah,
face, unless there is, like, we're gonna fuck. If you are doing this just for fun, I think
She was
you're
spreading makeup on her
really-
face with his balls though. Like they were doing it like as like a gag. Like
hate
they weren't
that.
doing it like to turn each other on.
I hate that. When you're, like, buddies
Yeah,
with the
but-
person you're dating, fuck out of
But
here.
it's not really buddies when it's like
Balls in
their
your face,
balls
yeah.
are in your face.
But like dude, laughing and goofing around, let's make a funny video together with your balls
But
on
it
my
doesn't
face.
change the fundamental scientific fact.
Balls
of your
on face
balls
sex.
On face.
I think
sex.
stuff has changed with like this day and age. Like balls on
That's
face.
like your theme of the day.
Yeah, balls on face doesn't mean like banging right on the spot anymore. It means like little Olive Garden and like a movie.
Sex facts from Nate.
That is the most wild like generalization you've ever thrown out. Balls on face doesn't mean sex anymore.
I think it
It
absolutely
used to
means
in the
sex,
day.
almost.
Like in your day, yeah, not anymore. Like the kids.
my day?
These kids these days, like they will put balls
Balls
on.
in
But
face.
you can put balls on face and then just go like along with your day. It doesn't mean anything anymore.
Okay, Nate, a convincing fact. Last one, because I knew we had a couple like ball blender stories and the blowjob story, and then you even turned the 101-year-old lady into a sex story somehow, Nate. But this is just a feel-good story. The dog who doesn't recognize his owner, who's been in the hospital for like 5 months, lost a ton of weight, and the dog's freaking out, doesn't know who it is, and then the dog gets a sniff of the owner and goes bananas.
Come here, Will. Come here, bud. Smell you, he'll know.
It's like, where you being, Daddy? Where you being?
I actually heard you watch it, Kevin, and you kind of had the same reaction I did. Like, when it's just awesome when the dog
Yeah.
sniffs him. Awesome.
And it takes like just long enough that
Yeah.
I was like, when is this gonna happen? When he finally does and goes bananas, it's just that is like everyone says how I have like a cold black heart. But if you don't react to that and you're not happy by that, you're dead. You don't have a pulse.
Nate, you gonna turn this into a sex?
Yeah, you're gonna fuck
no,
the
I
dog.
thought that was
the
just
dog, Nate.
I thought that was just beautiful. Like
You're
what
gonna
you
put
just
the
said.
balls
No,
on
that
the
was-
dog's balls on your face, Nate.
I don't
go
want
to
the
Olive
dog's
Garden.
balls on my. I would not take that dog to Olive Garden. He has an owner already. But I thought that was lovely what you said, and I agree with you.
All right, so that's the normal post show.
Untuck it.
What?
Add two.
Oh yeah, good
Untuck
job.
it, my favorite.
All right, do you want to do the read?
I would prefer not to.
Okay, untuck it. The promo code Stoolies. This is of course the shirt that fits perfect. Untuck, which is designed to do so you don't have the long blousy shirts. 20% off all purchases. Untuckit.com. Solve the problem by making shirts specifically designed to be worn untucked. Again, 20% off all purchases. Great deal. High quality merch.
Original Stoolies, support them. Untuck it.
And the code is Stoolies. And they've kind of blown up. There's got stores everywhere. There's one, I think, in Soho.
When you're in Soho, that's when you're legit, right?
Soho's the real deal. So Untuck It, check it out. That is the rundown of the post show. I guess it's brought to you by Untuck It to a degree. So the big news today, Nate, you got during Barstool Radio, I fired you as the coach.
I was released from my contract. I think is the official.
This is your
jargon.
fourth There's been 4 Barstool basketball events. You have either resigned or been fired directly after all 4 of them.
Is it 3 or 4? It's after each one. I've resigned, I thought I've resigned twice. It could be 3 times.
You resigned twice. I think you were half fired last week. You're fully fired this time.
And
I'm fully fired, though. That is correct.
yeah, you're fired. I fired you. You were a terrible coach. You're not a leader of men.
Halftime.
You're fired.
Yeah,
Nate, you're fired. Yeah, you're fired.
I mean,
So I'm done.
Yes, you're fired.
I think that's probably
because you're useless. You're not a leader of men. They need a leader of men. Actually helping.
If I'm fired, I'm fired. I won't show up next week. I'm done.
You're fired.
All right, good.
What a little
I
tantrum.
can't wait for that scene
What a little,
on Stool
little
Scenes.
tantrum from a little man.
I do think this team would have won the other night if I was the coach.
I like
or-
how Smitty just happened to get water like right now. Oh, he's so parched all of a sudden. He like dumped the water around the cups.
Or if Fran was the coach, I think that this
Fran
team
might
would've
be the
won.
most knowledgeable basketball person I've
She
ever
knew a
come
lot,
across
and
in
she
my life.
was sitting next to me at the game and incredibly frustrated with the way we were playing. There's also, I guess it was supposed to be a secret, but it's not a secret anymore because a bunch of people came up to me. But Tex has entered a competitive team into this league because he thinks you guys stink and are embarrassing, or were. I'm now going to take this over, but he thought
You're not going to do anything.
Oh, no, I will. He thought Barstool was being embarrassed, the brand, so he's gathered a team of interns, and he wants you now to coach that team, it sounds like.
Oh, I don't know if I've officially been offered.
Tex, I was going to say,
Well,
that,
no,
that would be a stunningly bad idea.
No, he asked me when I was over there. He's just trying to get on camera right now.
No, I don't need to know. Tex is coming over.
I didn't say coach.
Okay,
Don't get
what do
it
you want him
twisted.
for?
Okay.
I think you could learn a lot. I mean, I'm
You want me to-
serious, man. Like,
So
you're not-
would he
you
play,
don't-
or he would just
Make
kind of be like an
yourself
assistant
What do you
coach
want him there for?
and learn,
assistant.
just to learn how to...
That's tough to go from the coach of like
Sometimes
the
gotta swallow your
Celtics to
pride.
like the assistant to
D-League.
the Washington Generals.
Oh my God, we're gonna whip y'all's ass. I cannot wait for this, man.
What are they, the Viceroys?
Do they have this
Who
guy?
the team is?
Do you have this guy in the Phillies hat?
Yeah, the Game of Thrones dude
He
would
could be a problem.
Big country.
He could be a problem.
I mean, you guys can't laugh because y'all's performance last night was pathetic.
It was terrible.
Pathetic.
Well, and what did we do? We fired the
I mean,
coach.
there was no leadership.
Then what did we do? We fired the coach.
But I mean, from the team either. I mean, it
Are
was
you
quiet
going to
over
coach?
there.
You're going to coach this team?
Yeah.
You think you can out-coach Fran?
Yep.
I don't know about that.
I mean,
I don't know about that.
I'm a passionate guy.
I know
And
that.
They're
You're
gonna
a
play
passionate
hard.
guy.
They're gonna play
Who's
hard.
on this team besides the huge guy?
Alarmingly stupid and alarmingly stupid too.
I feel like I could tell these guys just to shoot on their own hoop. They'd be like, okay. Like,
But the thing is, they may not be the most talented, but I believe I'm such a good coach that we can win still, because these guys are egos, just egos.
That is true.
That is correct.
okay, well, we'll see what happens. It'll be an interesting game when we play. Last time a B team Barstool basketball team tried to play an A team, they lost by like 6.
Well,
Swatted
and the
Smitty.
common theme is
to
Smitty.
the TBT.
Yeah,
Smitty brought in the B team in Philly and lost by a hundo.
Now, Dave, can I ask you a question about you firing me without consulting the GM? How do you? He's not happy about that. You wanna?
Oh, I don't care.
Oh, you don't care?
That's good. I mean,
Management
what did you think the
doesn't-
answer was going to be there? Dave was going to
It's
be
up-
worried
it's-
about it?
It's not a power struggle. It goes owner, GM, coach.
Okay.
I could have fired you too.
You seemed quite
did.
upset that you weren't consulted. You said you were going to have a talk with the owner.
I think the
after.
GM should be involved in conversations, especially in replacements.
I mean, the thing is, it wasn't like we went into Barstool Radio being like, Nate's fired. We started talking about the game more, and it's like, oh my God, he's such a bad coach.
He
We
was
gotta
the
fire
worst.
him.
It was the worst performance. It was the worst post-game press conference I've ever seen in my life.
When the team goes 2 for 9 from the foul line, I can't control that as a coach.
But you can control and how to dictate the game. when we're tallying over the team by 6 inches per player, and you're letting people
You
shoot
know nobody
threes,
can hear you. Like,
we
you
go
do that
3
a
for 30.
lot. This is going to just devolve. The point is, you're
Yeah.
fired.
No, I know.
And
so
I
I,
want to
You
hear
have a
this
bad
inspirational
habit.
speech, though.
So you like to make
I'm
excuses
worried about
to not fix that bad habit.
is someone. Yeah, Texas.
Tex, you get your own squad. We'll get to see. He definitely didn't take. You were crazy in there. I mean, you do. Basically,
You were saying
I
2
think
plus 2
you-
is 5.
I think you're
were
being-
making
I
no
You
sense.
I don't
blame
think you
everything
gave
on the players.
I don't think you gave the coach long enough to implement his system. I think 2 games is not a big enough sample size. especially when your star player goes 0 for 10 and you go 2 for 9 from the
Okay,
line.
Marco, that has to be said. He was sick, and I've heard a lot of excuses. I think people are afraid of him. For a guy who, since I've known, has been our Michael Jordan of the office, he was horrible.
I think if you
yesterday.
read my blog on BarstoolSports.com that says that I've been fired, I think you will agree with most of my
I
logical
saw you take a
points.
dig at me. You're like, how? You like?
I didn't take a dig at you.
Texting 19-year-old girls.
You were.
Man,
That's what
not
you
a
do,
dig.
though. That's not a dig. That's like.
What do you mean I was?
That's what you
no,
do.
I wasn't.
I glanced over your phone. I see you sliding. But that's neither here nor there, Dave.
Have you ever taken responsibility?
That's neither here nor there.
anything?
Text, you still have a mic. Like, but the fact is, I don't think you gave me enough of a time
saw you
to
sliding.
get my squad fully prepared.
You took no
How many
response.
plays did you write up? How many plays?
Text,
All right,
please.
this
the
is
adults.
this is you. You didn't take any responsibility. You just blamed everything on poor shooting.
No, I know. I said I'm learning as a coach. I've never coached before. I said we're getting better every
Do this
week.
again.
No.
I can't do this.
If you want to see any of the stuff of Nate being a delusional spider monkey, we have it from Barstool Radio,
Yeah,
right?
I think a lot of
So
it's on
just watch
Twitter
it.
at
Yeah.
Barstool Radio.
Yeah.
It's there. It's in my blog on BarstoolSports.com.